Hi everyone, I'm Alex Agosta and I'm excited that you are taking some time tonight to learn a little bit more about Rodan+Fields. Let me just start off by saying that I don't have a background in skincare, I don't have a background in dermatology. For the past 10 plus years, I have actually been living in Manhattan, where I'm coming to you right now, managing Broadway shows. And I love Broadway. Theater is a true passion of mine, but the schedule is intense, nights, holidays, weekends, and I was starting to think that I didn't know if I could keep up that schedule. And then after I had my daughter Annabelle, I realized I really didn't want to keep up that schedule. And I was looking for something else. I just didn't know what it was. Like many of you, probably, I was seeing posts on Facebook from a girl I went to college with about her Rodan+Fields business. And all I knew was that Rodan+Fields were the same doctors that created Proactive, but that was it. I was curious though, and I kept seeing her getting promoted and adding members to her team, whatever that meant, and winning trips. And so I reached out to her. And when I learned that she was working this business very part-time, very successfully from home around her 3 young children, I really was intrigued. But to tell you the truth, I just said, that's not for me, without really even understanding what it was. Flash forward several months later, my husband and I sitting down to talk about his law school payments. And while I always knew that was something that was happening, it was always just something that was happening, in the future. And when he told me what the amounts were going to be that we were going to have to pay monthly, my jaw dropped and I freaked out. And I actually messaged my friend that day and told my husband, maybe I should just try that skincare thing. And, to tell you the truth, knowing I had a 60-day empty bottle money back guarantee, I really thought I have nothing to lose. And I thought, if she can do it, I can do it. We went to the same school. So for me, it was primarily a business decision. I never even tried the products. I was super hopeful they were great. It turns out they are. And the rest is history. I've been with the company almost 3 years now. I've been promoted 7 times. I am the only premier level 5 in Manhattan, which means there is so much room for growth, but I'll get onto that in a second. I've won trips to Miami, Palm Beach. This spring I'm going to San Francisco and Napa to meet the doctors. But the best part for me is that, like I said, I love Broadway, I love theater. I'm not ready to shut the door on that part of my life just yet, but I need to do it on my own terms. And now, because of Rodan+Fields, I can. I work when I want, I do the shows I want, and I really dictate how long I'm working and how long I'm off. So I took the summer off, now I'm back on a show, and when I decide it's time to be done, I'm gonna be done. So for me, it's been great. I want to talk a little bit about what makes Rodan+Fields stand out as a company. And the first thing for me was the Proactive name. So these are the most famous dermatologists in the world. Proactive is a nearly $1 billion brand. It's available in 181 countries, and that's just one skin condition. So when you think about Rodan+Fields and the fact that we have products for everyone with skin, it's an incredible opportunity. We just launched into Canada in February. We just announced that we're going into Australia next fall, and really so many more countries are going to follow. And this is still very much a ground floor opportunity. We are the fastest growing premium skincare company for the 2nd year in a row. We are the 4th largest premium skincare company, behind names that you've probably heard of like Clinique, Estee Lauder, and Lancome. And those companies have decades of experience on us. And a new statistic we just learned is that in the past 7 years, while those other amazing brands are averaging about 5 to 6% growth, Rodan+Fields growth, you want to take a guess? 106% over the past 7 years. So the biggest regret I have is that year I waited to join this company. So I really just want to tell everybody listening that if you think this might be something for you, then you really have nothing to lose and so much to gain. What I love about this business is that you work it on your own terms when you want. I'm working on a Broadway show. It's about to open this winter. I am busy. I have a husband. I have a daughter. I have parents. And I work this business around my life. I don't work my life around Rodan+Fields. The other thing I wanted to tell you guys is that you are in business for yourself, but you are not by yourself. whoever invited you to this business presentation, that person is going to help you. That person knows what they're doing. We have a system in place to help guide you every step of the way. So you are not alone wondering, oh no, what do I do now? You can be handheld as much as you want to be handheld, and we have a system in place to make you successful. So you're probably also thinking, I'm just not salesy. I don't want to be that pushy person. I'm not good at sales. And that's great, because we're not looking for salespeople. Here's what we're looking for. Can you wash your face? Yes? Great. Can you talk about it? Because let me tell you that when you use these products, they're going to change your skin, and you're going to want to talk about them. And likewise, when you have success in this business, you're going to want to talk about it. And that's what we do. And newsflash, when you tell people about that amazing yoga teacher that you love and you have to go to her, that's selling. When you tell people about that amazing meal you had at a restaurant down the street and you have to go there, that's selling. You're just not getting paid for those recommendations. So with Rodan+Fields, when I talk about our amazing eye cream and somebody decides they want to try it, I get paid. And the beauty is that this is a residual product, a consumable product. So when the products run out, people buy more, and we get paid over and over again. So like I said, I've been in this business 3 years. I'm still getting paid for sales I made almost 3 years ago. The one thing I wanted to close with is that, yes, yay, I'm so happy. I have more control over my schedule. I have more flexibility. I can decide when I want to work and spend more time with my daughter. But things change, right? And, in the past year, I'd say, my mother was diagnosed with a dementia disease, and that rocked my world and turned everything upside down, right? And still does. And for me, I realized that, we can't always count on our health. We can't always count on a job or even a retirement fund. And I knew that I couldn't depend on anything or anyone, and I had to take matters into my own hands. And knowing that I am taking control of my family's financial future is such an amazing feeling. It's just incredible. And with this business, you get out what you put in. And so just having that control, it's amazing. So that's what I have for you guys tonight. Enjoy the rest of the presentation. Thanks so much, and I hope to be working with you soon.